In a small village nestled amidst rolling hills, there lived a skilled carpenter named Samuel. He was renowned for his craftsmanship and had a loving family, including his elderly father, Thomas, and his son, Jacob. Samuel's days were filled with tending to his woodworking projects and taking care of the farm, while his father watched from the porch, unable to participate in the physical labor. As the years passed, Thomas grew frail and weak, rendering him unable to contribute to the farm's daily operations. Samuel, overwhelmed by his responsibilities, often felt frustrated when he saw his father sitting idly on the porch. Thoughts of Thomas being of no use began to cloud Samuel's mind, filling him with frustration and impatience. One day, Samuel's frustration reached its peak. He couldn't bear the sight of his father's apparent idleness any longer. Determined to make a point, he embarked on a plan. Samuel gathered his tools and crafted a beautiful wooden coffin with intricate carvings. Dragging it across the farm, he arrived at the porch where his father sat peacefully. "Father," Samuel said sternly, "I have grown weary of your inactivity. I want you to climb into this coffin." Without uttering a word, Thomas complied and settled himself inside the cozy enclosure. Samuel closed the lid, sealing his father inside, and began dragging the coffin towards the edge of a nearby cliff. With each step, Samuel's heart grew heavier, but he remained steadfast in his conviction. As he approached the precipice, a faint tapping sound echoed from within the coffin. Intrigued, Samuel halted his steps and opened the lid. Inside, Thomas lay calmly, his eyes meeting Samuel's gaze. "I know you intended to cast me over the cliff," Thomas spoke softly, "but before you do, may I offer you a suggestion?" Curiosity mingled with guilt. Samuel nodded, urging his father to continue. "Throw me over the cliff if that's what you think is necessary," Thomas whispered. "But consider preserving this well-crafted wooden coffin. Your children may require it someday." Samuel's eyes widened as his heart swelled with realization. In that profound moment, he understood the true meaning behind his father's words. It wasn't the coffin itself that held value. It was the message his father conveyed through it. Thomas had sought to impart a lesson about the importance of foresight and the intergenerational bonds that connect us all. Overwhelmed by remorse, Samuel embraced his father tightly, tears streaming down his face. With newfound clarity, he resolved to cherish and learn from the wisdom of his aging father. Samuel abandoned his plan to discard Thomas, and instead wheeled the coffin back to their home, placing it in a safe corner. From that day forward, Samuel worked hand in hand with his father, seeking guidance and embracing every opportunity to learn from his wisdom. Together, they nurtured the farm, passed down stories of resilience, and celebrated the enduring strength of their family's legacy. Years later, as Samuel grew old and his own son, Jacob, took the reins of the farm, he too found himself gazing at the porch where his grandfather once sat. Remembering the lessons imparted by his father and grandfather, Jacob realized the significance of familial ties and the value of wisdom passed down through generations. And so, the cycle continued, with Jacob treasuring the wooden coffin that symbolized not only his grandfather's resilience, but also the importance of honoring the legacy of those who came before. The farm thrived under Jacob's care, and the story of the wooden coffin became a treasured tale, reminding each generation of the enduring love, wisdom, and connection that binds a family together.